Okay, but we now will focus on the development part. So if you Google software development cycle, you will find different variations, but more or less they have the same types of activities. So we have general activities that we want to figure out what needs to be done. Okay, so these are the requirement related activities. Okay, what needs to be done, and then the design related activity. The design related activities, there are two levels of design. We mentioned that a little bit when we talk about distributed system. So there is a high level design or system architecture design, and then low level design. And then the actual implementation, and then testing is very important because you cannot, there are a lot of details that you cannot trust that all the details are covered without properly testing. And then it keeps going, there is no end. Okay, it keeps going. Like the end would just mean that the system is retired or you just put it down. As long as the system is alive, this cycle keeps going. All right. So these first two steps are usually are referred to as requirement engineering. Now the elicitation part involves interviewing, learning about the system. Now, if you want to create a system for, let's say, create a medical device. So even if you are a mechanical engineer with AI expertise, you can create a medical device. Now, there are extra information that you need to learn, right? And even if it's a pure mechanical or pure, like, the application is entirely within your field, still you need to learn more about what is it that you what is it that customer are gonna use this system for, and to determine what exactly they need. Okay, so there are interviews and survey and stuff like that. We're not gonna talk about that here, but the analysis part can be covered here. We can talk about it a little bit. So in the analysis part, when you know what is needed, you need to start modeling it, and then you can at this stage you can use a high-level class diagram or high-level activity diagram in order to model a structure or a high-level structure and a high-level sequence of events or activities. Okay, now the system design or architecture design, you just combine related classes together into components and see how to arrange it. Like an example that we talked about before, it has software, the client server architecture. So you need to figure out what classes should go to the client, what classes should go on the server. And then the object or class design. So this is a low-level design. Now the class diagram that you created on a high level at the analysis stage, you can start adding more details to it as you move towards the implementation. Okay? So that's pretty much the general process. Now let's have an example and let's start practicing this kind of thinking with that example. So that gives you the problem statement. Oftentimes, a problem statement is never enough. You need to collect more information to understand it properly. But we're not gonna, we don't have to be very accurate. We just wanna grasp the kind of thinking. Okay, so let's read the problem statement and then we're gonna try to create models based on this problem statement. So the problem statement goes like this. So can someone read the problem statement? It's good that you take a break from my voice. Someone want to read? Are you thinking about it? Yeah? Me? Yeah. Oh no, I was just looking around. Okay. Okay, I can read it. You read it with me though. Okay? Just pay attention because I'm gonna ask you to tell me what to do when you create that diagram. Okay? Now, Of the Month Club, OTMC, is an innovative young firm that sells memberships to people who have an interest in certain products. People pay membership fees for 1 year and each month receive a product by mail. For example, OTMC has a Coffee of the Month club, which sends members 1 pound of special coffee each month. OTMC currently have 6 memberships: coffee, wine, beer, cigars, flowers, and computer games, each of which costs a different amount. Customers usually belong to just one, but some belong to 2 or more. When people join OTMC, the telephone operator records the name, mailing address, phone number, email address, credit card information, start date, and membership service or services. For example, 2 pounds of coffee, 3 cases of beer. Now, the computer game membership operates a bit differently from the others. In this case, the member must also select the type of game, okay, like action, arcade, fantasy, educational, etc., and age level. OTMC is planning to greatly expand the number of memberships it offers. For example, video games, movies, toys, blah, blah, blah. So the system needs to accommodate this future extension. OTMC is also planning to offer 3 months and 6 month memberships. Okay, now we need to create a system for that to help them out in their membership service. Okay, now let's start modeling. Well, one good step is to start creating an activity diagram. So now you see we can have a high-level behavior and high-level class diagram. So we can start with that. Now, high-level behavior diagram, like an activity diagram, human activity. Now, I used Visio, but there are a lot of tools that help you create these diagrams. So Visio is one of the programs in the Microsoft Office, and it is available for you for free if you have Windows. You can download it for free, and I think it is in the labs as well. But for people who have Mac, you can always use. I mean, if you Google UML diagramming tool, you will find a lot of things, and all of them are for free. Now let's see. Now, how can we create an activity diagram for that?